Hey there, welcome back to Kitchen Sink Pack. Today, we're going to be doing some stuff and things. So, in the previous episode, we went to space. Or actually, yeah, and we found some stuff. While we were in space, we found these things, which are water mills. And they work like this, basically. Or you shove in water into this slot, and then you put battery up here. You get charged in battery. That's another method of using these. However, that's the manned method. And I'm using them for the unmanned method. So if you use them like this, all you have to do is put these in the bottom slot. 4 buckets. That's what it holds. And it will make it go very fast. It makes a nice little noise too. Yeah, anyway. Doesn't produce much energy. It just barely gets us up to 3.96 kHz per second for all of these machines. So... And this guy needs like 10 kHz per second, and he's already mined all of the gold out of the ground. And I told him to start mining uranium. No, I didn't. I reset him. Because he was going to mine 600 pieces of uranium out of the ground. There's 600 pieces of uranium in the ground. Like, what? What? I guess it makes sense, though. I mean, yeah. Anyway, there's some stuff I want to do today. A lot of stuff I want to do today. But the main thing, we want to get started with this power unit thing. And to make the power unit, we'll use some of the stuff we got from the space in the previous episode. We got the metal former. This thing is going to come in handy a lot today, I feel like. We're going to tear out all of this rubbish from immersive engineering because it's not useful here. We have just... Boom. We just need this metal former. And that's what we're going to do for the start of the day. Is get started metal forming. And let's take a look at what we can metal form. So... we need to make a small power unit, and to make this thing, we will need to make these coils, which cost 8 copper wire. Now, to make this, I'm pretty sure I could just take these guys and shove them through my inventory. No, never mind. So I will need to make copper ingots, which I think I have already done. Copper powder. Yes, I have copper powder. This copper powder will go through here, and I will make more bronze. Repair my actual wrench on anvil, and then I think I'm good. Or, actually, I'll make real bronze. Yes, I'll take 5 of these and I'll make bronze from it, and then, boom. So the other things I'm trying to get done today are, drum roll please. We're trying to get done with the, whatchamacallit, the stuff and things. Basically, there's oil for buildcraft, which I want to take a look at, mainly because if you see here, you can make refined fuel, and it gives you sulfur, but also the actual refined fuel itself is worth like, check it out, 1.5 million RF, which I mean, the thing we got up there generates 4,000 RF per tick. Whereas this thing generates 1.5 million per bucket, which is basically similar in a quantity to what you get from the actual thing, if the math is correct. Because if the math is correct, you get like 512,000 from the thing on our ship. So, anyway, we'll be heading up to the ship again to grab more space stuff eventually. The main thing I'm trying to get right now is I'm trying to get a tool so we can grab some of those kinetic dynamos and use them with these radioisotope heat generators or whatever, and stuff like that. And also travel farther out into space. I probably should hook these onto the ship because they're nice and small and they would probably fit inside it. Regardless, we are making progress towards something, not sure what. I'm just having fun. That's what I'm doing. It's literally just me having fun in space. So we just need to make... what are we making right now? We are making copper ingots. So we have our copper ingots here. We're going to make these into wires on the metal former. Check this out. It's kind of like Craig Tech, except I can take this back out, and I don't need to worry about this. So that's 3 of these operation things. And once it's done, you get 3 wires out, which is better than what you get making these normally. So I'll need to put in that many, and that gets me to the amount I'll probably need. My friends, there's something else we must make in this recipe, which is called a tin item cast, which you must roll 1 tin ingot out into a tin plate, and then roll a tin plate into tin item casing. which is how you make these. Which we're almost done with that. We will need some iron ingots as well. We also need more of these because we need 16 of these. Okay, there we go. We have 17. We'll need to make one more of these wires because it's still not enough. But let's make this tin plate into the tin item casing, if this is how it's made. I believe it is. You can also take these tin item casing, or several different item casing types to make fences using this machine, but I do not care about this. I'm going to just go with what I know, or what I need to be doing, which is extruding this. There's a cutting option as well, but really you're only going to be using the extruding options most of the time. Let's see. Do we have any iron? I don't think we have iron. Oh, yes we do. Okay. Well, I know what I need to do with that. I'm going to need to start smelting it up on the double. I also will need to smelt up more copper because some other things I want to do involve mechanism ore processing and getting it to the maximum tier finally. Because I know you all have been waiting for me to finally go do that because there's a need to do it. I need to do it. Definitely need to do it because I have not done it yet. I really need to do it. Because our salt method is annoying and doesn't work very good. But here is the actual process or progress on these things. We're making so much progress here with these. We're making the actual things. Check it out. We have made 2 coils, and it's much like Greg Tech. Not exactly like Greg Tech, because Greg Tech would make you do like stupid stuff, and then it'd be pain. But I've been playing through Greg Tech Community Edition unofficial. It's in some spare time I have, and honestly, it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna do a video on it again because I've already done Super Symmetry, and I won't be doing that again for like until I get back. So, yeah, when I get back from what I'm doing, I will probably play Super Symmetry again. Well, hopefully it will be way more updated than it was when I previously played it, and it will be like in the future. Well, it definitely won't be done. that's for sure. But it will definitely be like got more stuff to do and things. And hopefully be way more painful, because honestly, in my previous playthrough of Sussy, it's not painful enough. Here's what I'm trying to say. So here we have our motors. I believe there's some way of automating the crafting for these. No, that's not the motors. That's the actual thingies. Okay, so I need to take out the tin. Here, it costs 3 iron and like some copper to make a motor. And it's 1 motor for each one. Here's our craft here with this. Which, that part seems a little bit difficult, but all you need is 2 tin ingots for it. If that seems difficult to you, then I'm not sure what you're doing, because this is not that difficult. But it does cost a tin insulated cable, which means I need to find one of them. Insulated HV cable. Insulated tin cable. There you go. Alright, so now I have this, and I have an IC2 electronic circuit. I can make this on this. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to make these guys, and I have redstone. Alright. You can also make battery buffers in the IC2 mod, which are made with sulfur. You can make sulfur batteries, which are lead sulfur. I don't know. That's weird. it's actually, their batteries are weird in IC2. IC2 has some pretty weird batteries, but hey, it's crazy. Also, check this out. You can get osmium from the ground. What does this even give you? It doesn't give you anything for the extra product. But you can drill these out of the ground, because in the HPM mod 112, you can just do that if you want. Nitrated osmium ore. Doesn't give you anything. Perfect osmium ore. The heck is perfect osmium ore? What is this? High performance solvent. Exquisite osmium ore. Seared. Nitrocrystalline. Yeah, well, why don't you just do it like, you could literally just drill that out of the ground, no problem, and then have like 100,000 pieces of osmium, I guess. I hope that's how it is, because I'm definitely going to be exploiting that at some point. Because I can probably do that. Alright, so now we have our actual tool device thingy, like this. We have made the actual thing itself for applying different tools to it. This is the power unit. So now we need bronze. We have 1 ingot of bronze in storage. We have some wires on us as well. Probably should put some of these things back into storage. Yes. Alright, so I need to actually put the actual mechanism stuff back into storage as well. Basic universal cable goes into storage. Hey. Bro, you got what I'm looking for. Okay, well, it's almost time to start smelting copper. Because I'm going to need a lot of this copper if we're going to make the next set of machines. I'm also going to need loads of steel too. But that should be fine. Alright, so I have this small power unit. I need bronze smelted. Hey, bro, where's my bronze at? I think it's in this bin. Okay, I'm gonna just... Hey, bro, you got the coal. Charcoal. Perfect. Put them together, make stuff and things. This version is not awesome because whenever you play with the charcoal, you cannot actually use charcoal for making steel in this version. Like in 1.7.10 version of the HBM mod, you can use the charcoal for making steel. Not even in any other mods will you be able to make the charcoal and the steel in this. It's unfortunate because I have all this charcoal and yet it cannot do anything good. Anyway, so we're going to make our steel from these industrial craft ingots of steel. Or no, we're going to make our wrench from these industrial craft ingots of bronze and shove it together, make electric wrench. Check it out. Perfect. And to charge, I have no method of charging. Rip. Well, I do see that there's actually a method of charging through this thing. Charge pad MFE. No clue what this needs. I am gonna just go ahead and guess that it probably is safe for me to just plug this in right here. Yeah? Oh, wow. I've never actually used one of these. Check it out, though. It's actually pretty cool. You just stand on it, and it charges. It takes 512 EU per tick. That's actually the coolest machine ever. I should have used these sooner. So that is the actual electric wrench we need for going to space again. And this will allow us to steal stuff from space, obviously. Duh. Why the heck did we want to make this in the first place, other than to steal random garbage from space? Anyway, in the next episode, we're going back to space. Well, actually, in this episode, we're going back to space, if we have time. Let me check the time, actually.